Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Patches Metal, or actually this is gonna be a Patches review. But before I start the review, first of all I want to say welcome to everyone who subscribed to me because of the video I did at No Sense for Nonsense. Now to anyone who's thinking, Patches, who's No Sense for Nonsense? Shame on you. You should be subscribed to No Sense for Nonsense because No Sense for Nonsense is bloody awesome. Really though, what No Sense for Nonsense basically comes down to is he's a metalhead who just talks about the news. And he's not specifically talking about stuff per se related to metal. He's just talking about stuff happening in the news and giving his views on it. And well, this might sound a little suck up. I'm not trying to be a suck up, but he's been somewhat of an inspiration to me, along with Infidel Amsterdam and a couple of more people who've just inspired me to start doing things on YouTube. But yeah, he's been busy for a while and he asked me like, dude, could you film a video and send it to me and I'll upload it on my channel and I'll give you a shout out. And so we did that. And you can watch the video here and also you can subscribe to No Sense for Nonsense there, and you should, because once again, it's awesome. And yeah, so let's start the review. And this review was requested by a lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean a lot of people. So some of you are gonna be really happy with this, I think, I'm guessing. Yes, the new Amon Amarth. And I'm probably gonna make a lot of enemies with what I'm gonna say next, but I'm not that much of a Amon Amarth fan. Actually, I don't really like them at all. And before you're gonna pause the video, dislike, unsubscribe and tell me in the comments that you think I'm a humongous cunt, just hold on a second and let me explain. When I was a little boy I heard Pursuit of the Vikings, and Pursuit of the Vikings kind of convinced me that I wanted to be a Viking. And when I heard Guardians of Asgard, I knew that I wanted to be a Viking. I knew that I wanted to go to Valhalla, I wanted to fight my battles, I wanted to drink meat till I'd pass out on the ground. And from there on out I became obsessed with metal about Vikings. I'm not gonna say Viking metal because I know that's gonna release a shitstorm and I don't really wanna cause a shitstorm other than the shitstorm I've already caused by saying I don't really like Amon Amarth. But yeah, let's keep it metal about Vikings. And this caused me to look up as many Amon Amarth songs as I could find, and I bought the albums and I just kept listening to it, and at some point I started realizing they never really do anything new. They never really change their sort of formula to make it a little more surprising, to make a big difference between albums. I know the very old Amon Amarth stuff is kinda different from the new Amon Amarth stuff, but basically for the past, well, at least 10 years, 15 years perhaps, they've been releasing almost the exact same things over and over again. And when I saw the teaser for Deceiver of the Gods, I already knew sort of that this was just gonna be another Amon Amarth album, exactly like all the others. And I guess for most people, or for some people, that shouldn't really be a reason to dislike it. But for me, when I buy a new album from a band that I like, from a band that I enjoy, I don't want to be able to predict exactly what they're gonna do. And really, with this album, that was just the case all over again, just like every other album. So yeah, since I already expected this, at first I didn't even want to buy the new Amon Amarth album, but since so many people requested it, I've bought this especially for you guys, just so I could know for sure that indeed they would just do the same thing as they always do. So just to do it a little more track by track, the first song, Deceiver of the Gods, yeah, I did quite enjoy that. It did sound awesome, even though, as always, it was predictable as fuck. Now after that, As Loki Falls, Father of the Wolf, Shapeshifter and Under Siege were pretty much the same sort of song to me. Sorry. Blood Eagle, however, had a really awesome intro, but yeah, that sadly only lasted for about 3 seconds. The only song that did kind of surprise me was Hell, because it was a lot slower than they usually do. It had these sort of clean backing vocals that made it really awesome. Which also, by the way, is the perfect example of what I mean with the predictability of Amon Amarth and how that bothers me. Because songs like Hell make me feel like, awesome, finally something new, finally something refreshing, but everything else was just the same sort of bunch. And I started like listening a couple of Amon Amarth songs from older albums, and it just made me realize over and over again that every song on Deceiver of the Gods could just as easily be on any other album. They don't really attach some sort of vibe or some sort of new kind of thing to newer albums. And that's what bothers me. But yeah, We Shall Destroy before that, and Coming of the Tides and Warriors of the North after that, it was just the same thing again. And I don't want to say this too much, so I'll stop saying it after this, but really, that's just the thing about Amon Amarth that makes me not want to buy the new albums. You know, I'm not gonna say they're not good, because I really do enjoy listening to their songs, but it's just not interesting at all to buy a new album of them. So that's it for now. I hope this was worth the wait. I hope this was worth requesting it 5 billion times, and I hope this was for me worth actually going out and buying the album. Yeah. So another thing, the Patches Q&A, I've said like a billion times already that it's coming up, and it is still coming up, but the last few days it's been like 35 degrees here, which is goddamn impossible for Holland, because a few weeks ago it was still like 15 degrees. I'm talking Celsius, by the way, for all you Americans. So that's still pretty fucking cold, 15 degrees, and 35 degrees is pretty fucking hot. So yeah, I've been almost literally dying here. Like I had a couple of beers the other night, and the next day I just had a massive hangover, and usually I don't have that, but like just because of the heat and being dehydrated, I just completely died on the inside. So yeah, I couldn't really film that day. Well, the day after that it was even warmer, so I was just out on my balcony like dying. So the Q&A, it's still coming up. Also, another thing is that someone asked me to like show my room a little bit, show my CD collection, my vinyl collection, show again what's on the wall, and this time a bit clearer. But as you may already be able to tell, it's a little messy here, and that's because I just got a new, what's the name? No, it's not a wardrobe, it's like an open closet thing. So I took everything that was inside the closet, I took it out, I threw it in my room, and I started building the new thing. And yeah, it's up now, but I still need to put everything back in place, and it's gonna take me a while. So I'm just guessing it's gonna be around the weekend that I will be able to upload the Q&A video. But until then, just come at me with all your questions, and I'll be answering them either in the video or just directly to you if I feel I should directly answer it to you. Yeah. So everyone, that's it for this video. Leave me a comment in the comment section below telling me what you think about the whole Amon Amarth thing, what you think about the whole predictability thing, what you think about Deceiver of the Gods. Have you already bought it? Did you think about buying it, and did I scare you off, or did I, you know, encourage you to buy it because you love the predictability of Amon Amarth? That could also be a thing. So yeah, just let me know. Now I'll be doing my best to film videos a bit more often for you guys. So yeah, probably a lot more coming up pretty soon. Now, I will see you all next time again.
1, 2, 3, 4.